Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, I'm Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So excited. Let me take my earpiece out. So excited to be back reviewing another episode of Ready to Love. Now y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first I must let you know that if you are not subscribed to my channel, baby, you using and abusing me.
Period.
So go ahead and hit the subscribe button because 50% of the people who watch my videos don't even subscribe to my channel. Yes, I'm deep in the analytics, baby, okay? So go ahead and subscribe to my channel and stop being a player hater, okay? Stop doing me like Ryan is doing Clara on Married at First Sight. Okay, I'm not gonna be up here being your entertainment, honey, every night getting you off, okay? Twice a week, watching my videos, and you over here getting yours, baby, and going to sleep. Subscribe to my channel.
Okay, using me.
Anyway. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, you are missing out on a lot of laughs. So follow me at JAZMYNJW on both. So excited to be reviewing this episode because me and my mom were laughing hard at the show. Okay. All of my notes are out of order because I was trying to try a new system, child. Y'all know how I do when I take notes. Every week is different, and I haven't come out with like a perfect process or whatever
at all.
But let's start off with the date between Alexis and Jason and Kyra and AJ. Okay, let's start off with that. So Alexis the Fly had on her fly gear. It said fly right there on her sweatshirt. I mean, how can you deny that she's fly when you could see plain as day that fly is on her shirt?
Yeah, I mean, why be fly when you can wear fly?
Listen, I kind of feel like Alexis looked great at the masquerade party. She looked beautiful. But baby, you dressed like a Instagram teen.
TikTok.
Last week, y'all were talking about her boots and the ripped up shorts. My mom was also like, what does she have on? This week, she has on a jumpsuit.
A fly jumpsuit.
That says fly on it.
Right across the chest, baby. Okay.
Baby, put on some grown woman clothes.
Please.
Anyway, child, I actually think it might be better if I just go in order with the people on, I guess. I don't know. What am I doing? I'm unorganized. Anyway.
Girl.
Jason was a lot taller than Alexis. This is the first time I think I realized that Jason was that tall, which is nice. It's nice to have a tall guy when you can. Not everybody is able, okay?
Okay.
Anyway, Jason let Alexis know that he's not interested in her physically, sexually, and he's not interested in dating her
at all,
which I really liked and appreciated about Jason.
Girl, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Anyway, I appreciated that about Jason because Jason, he was honest.
Okay.
And I also felt like that was very professional of him because he's like, you know what? I see you as like the mom to like one of the kids that I coach, and I'm not going to cross that boundary. I also think that maybe Jason used that as an excuse because he's just not attracted or interested in Alexis.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't think he's just attracted or interested in Alexis because I think that even though Jason seems very honest and very authentic, I think that if he was attracted to her, he probably could have put that aside. The fact that he coaches her child. You're not, her child's teacher. You're their,
coach.
Extracurricular coach. I just don't think he was into Alexis. That's just my thing.
Exactly.
So stay on Alexis for a moment, okay? Let's see here. Like I said, Alexis looked really good at the masquerade party, but baby, she really thought that she was gonna shut that shit down until Liz came with her twins. Liz, baby, said, excuse me, I'm here now, and everybody didn't even know who Alexis was, honey. And I don't like to, I'm not comparing the women or putting them against each other or nothing like that, but it's just a fact. Alexis thought that she was gonna shut this shit down, and Liz came and shut it down for real. That's just the fact, okay?
Period.
Alexis, next week, I thought it was kind of funny that she gonna tell AJ, you need to get it together next week. AJ is not into you, Alexis.
At all.
The only person on this show that is into Alexis is Ron.
Period.
Nobody else is interested in the fly, honey, okay? And you know, I called Ron Meathead last episode, honey. So the fly in the meathead, that's what flies like, meat.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's move on to Jason because we were already talking about him. Jason, I wrote down that he to me he looks a little bit young. I don't know if it's he looks young or if he's just a little bit immature to me. I don't know what it is.
Immature.
But I do think that Jason is really looking for somebody, you know, and I thought that, you know, I like that about him. When Liz came into the party and she showed that she had body yada 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 yada, honey. All of the men, Joelle, David, and Jason were all like, even AJ said, listen, here's the thing though. Jason, just because you saw Liz's titties,
right,
you are now interested in her?
That's exactly what happened.
That's interesting. Okay,
trash.
She reminds you of Michelle Obama. We ain't never seen Michelle Obama titties out like that.
Ever.
So what are you even saying, Jason? Just say that I didn't know you was gonna come with it like that. I hadn't paid attention to you until today.
And your titties.
I didn't know you had body yada yada like that. And now that I seen that, honey, I seen you and I want you. I think that Jason, even though he comes off as, now that I'm thinking about it, he comes off as very authentic, but I think he's superficial.
He both.
I think his personality on the show is authentic, but he goes for looks first because his top two are Liz and Kyra, and they're the girls that have body. Okay, all the girls have body, but y'all know what I mean. Like they're very voluptuous and
boobies. And
you know they got the
boobies,
twins, both of them. So I think that he's into that more than anything else. I guess he likes titties. He's a titty guy.
Exactly. That's why he didn't like Alexis.
Anyway, let's move on to David since we were talking about Liz and David. Actually, let's move on to Liz. So Liz, I think she's very sweet. I think she's very you know, she's ready to settle down. She's been single for 17 years, which is too damn long.
Right.
And I really like her. I wrote down at the party she looked gorgeous. David had his hands all around her like he was going to cup her breastises, honey. I'm like, what is you doing, Pastor David? Hell. And then David was like, I want people to think we're together. I mean, you know, people already think we're together, but I want people to think that we are together officially. I want people to think we're together. You know, and what did you say? I said, people are going to think we're together, and I want them to think that. David, shut up.
Please, somebody shut him up.
Why would you? I don't want people to think that we are together, David, because we are not together. We're on a show to find love. You're not my...
Period.
I might be the only option for you, baby, but you're not my only option. That's what Liz should have told David. Liz should have told David,
move back.
Oh, so you want people to think we're together? Oh, okay. Well, okay. Child.
Bye. Goodbye. We're not together.
Oh my gosh. I don't really like David's personality. I'm sorry. It's just something about him. He's like, I attend a lot of events when where I have to dress up, so I'm gonna take that into consideration.
Okay.
Oh my God, David, whatever. Anyway, listen, if Liz becomes remotely interested in Jason, David is in trouble because nobody's interested in David but Liz. Let's move on to Varnisha and Joelle.
Joelle.
Varnisha looked amazing at the party. I also thought that she looked really good when they were salsa dancing. I thought they have great chemistry.
Yes.
The only thing I will say is I kind of feel like Joel likes Varnisha's body yada 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 yada, but is he like her for her? Because every time we see Joel and Varnisha together, honey, he can't keep his hands off. He got his arms wrapped around her waist, child. He touching her shoulders. He giving her a massage and everything. Joelle, baby, can you just have a conversation with Varnisha without looking at that ass?
Nope, he cannot.
That's all Joel want to do is look at the booty and rub the breastises, honey. That's all these men want to do. Actually, that's why all y'all asses is single, okay?
Nasty ass.
Kyra gave AJ another chance by going on a date with him. I don't know why. AJ was like, Kyra, she gave a man a second chance and did it. First of all, this is why I think AJ is full of dookie. Dookie.
Doo-doo.
You went on a date with Kyra.
Okay.
You made her pay.
Sure did.
Because your card got declined. After that, you didn't even ask her out again. You've had her number for how long now? A year?
At least.
You didn't ask her out. You didn't hit her up. And now she's on the show and she's your number one.
Foolishness.
Okay. Even when you got on the show, she had to confront you about paying the bill. And then you kind of, did he not like tell a story? And she was like, oh, well, you know.
Yes, he lied.
You never did it. And he was like, then he finally fessed up about how his card declined. Baby, you lied when she initially asked. You didn't tell the full truth. Like, I'm not even feeling AJ. I'm like.
At all.
AJ is tall, chocolate with a beard, baby, but he not even worth all of that. He not worth a declined card, honey.
At all.
And a no call, no show, okay? I kind of felt like Kyra should be more of a hot commodity on the show, but I don't know what it is, but a lot of guys are not, I guess, like running for her like I thought that they would. But AJ said that Kyra is his top. Let's move on to Diedrich and Tressa. They went on a date to pick out spices.
Was that a date? Oh, okay.
I think Diedrich is a cook or something like that. But first of all, Diedrich is saying that he doesn't see Tressa in a very romantic light. Diedrich, you have a very bad personality.
Terrible.
You don't have anything to talk about. You're not funny. You're not charming. You don't really have a great personality, Diedrich, from what I've seen. So I don't understand how you can
talk about somebody else.
Be talking about how you don't see anything with Tressa, baby. Nobody sees anything with you, Diedrich.
Period.
Like, you talking about beaver balls, beaver testicle, or beaver juice or whatever, child, in vanilla. Listen, are you gonna flirt? Do you know how to flirt, Diedrich? That may be the thing. Diedrich don't know how to flirt. That's the problem. I wrote down Diedrich is looking for love. He said he's looking for love, not a homie, but you're boring. Oh my God.
Girl.
I think that Tressa, yes, she's full figured, and I don't know why men like to sleep with full figured women, but don't want to wife them. I don't know what it is about. It's like society and what they've trained us to believe around looks and who you should be with. Because like Diedrich, baby, you ain't in the gym every day yourself. Okay, first of all.
And second of all.
But anyway, Tressa was so beautiful. I think she was really pretty. And I think her body was very proportionate as well. She had an hourglass figure. So I don't understand what the issue with her being full figured is, because she had body yada 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 yada, honey.
Period.
The only thing I didn't like about Tressa, which I mentioned, is I didn't like her afro. But the longer afro that she had on this episode, I thought was really cute. You know, she changed it up, changed the length up a little bit. But I think that, you know, a lot of men are starting to like natural hair a bit more. But artificial afros is not something that, you know.
They itchy.
I think that, you know, men find really, really attractive, in my opinion. And maybe it's just me. I don't find it attractive, child. Anyway.
Yes, you.
Let's move on to
Girl, who?
The group date with Ron, Chrysanthemum, Joelle, and Vernisha. First of all, why was Ron teaching salsa? Do we not have enough budget?
No, we ain't got no money. We ran out.
Okay. It didn't make sense, because how is Ron going to be on a date but also instructing everybody else's date? This made no sense.
At all.
Just hire an instructor. I wrote down Chrysanthemum's dress didn't fit her properly.
At all. Titty was out.
Did y'all see on one part, I think they luckily blurred out her boob, but her dress did not fit properly. It was so open in the front that you could clearly see her titty right here.
Clearly.
On the side camera angle had us straight looking into her dress.
And it was wide open, honey.
The dress did not fit up top. Baby, you gotta get that tailored, Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum is too pushy. And this brings me to a point that just really annoyed me this entire episode. Between Stacy, Chrysanthemum, and Alexis. Who's your number one? Who's your number one? I'm not a number two, bitch. I'm a number one. I'm not a number two. I ain't never been number two. I ain't never been last. Who gives a
Nobody.
F that? I got 27 years of this, like Lil Wayne said. Baby, who cares? Okay? Like Flossie Baby says on TikTok, baby. Okay? I love her. You don't know who Flossie is. Listen, you guys. So what? So what? If you're number 2. This is a dating show.
Exactly.
This is like week 3 and he's seen you guys all a combined 5 or 6 times. He is not gonna know who he likes number 1. And then if he says Chrysanthemum's number 1, then Alexa's like, I heard I was number 2. I heard I was number 3. Just focus on making a genuine connection. Why are you focused on what number you are? It's dumb, and it tells me that you're not here for the right reasons. Stacey, that's why your ass went home. Okay, you're not there for you weren't focused on the right things. Chrysanthemum, your ass is next. Okay, and Alexis, baby, stop worried about what number you are and just see if you guys like each other. Oh my gosh, y'all are too pushy. Did y'all catch it when Stacey told Ron, you're an alpha male, right? Well, be an alpha male. You're an alpha male. Be an alpha male. Take charge. Girl, shut up. Because you don't even have a man. Ooh. Okay? So stop telling this man how to act. When you get a man, you can tell him how to act because it looks like that's what you want to do, Stacey. But leave him alone. That's why Ron said, I'm not one of your kids. And here's a running theme that I see. My own marriage is not exempt, honey. Anyway, my own marriage is not exempt. Men do not like being treated like children. And let me just say this. I don't think any man does, but especially black men. Black men do not like being treated like children, honey. My husband will say, don't treat me like a kid. My daddy will say, don't treat me like a kid. My brother will say, I ain't no damn kid. My uncle will say, I'm a grown man, I'm not a kid. It is a reoccurring theme that I hear black men say all the time. They don't like being treated like kids. So once you say, you an alpha male, right? Like you pumping him up like he one of your children, baby. Listen, that's not the way to pump somebody up. You might be pumping your kids up wrong too, Stacey. But anyway, leave Ron alone. Leave Meathead alone, okay? Let him just figure out who he wants to date during the process like everybody else. Damn, respect him taking his time. And I don't think he's leading anybody on at this point. He just doesn't know who he likes.
Exactly.
Anyway, child. Anyway, on Stacey and Ron's date, I said Ron actually seems like a nice guy to me. He may be, I see a little bit of misogyny there in the beginning, but you know, maybe we misunderstood him, which is very easy to do on a show like this. But he had he ordered seafood and had some champagne for Stacey. I thought that was a good day, baby. If you can't cook, order something. Just make sure it's hot. Do you have the air fryer? Okay, make sure it's hot. If you can't cook, order something. I'm cool with that. I don't know about y'all. I'd love to know what y'all think. And yeah, Ron also looked like he had a nice place as well. I'm like, I hope this is y'all's real houses. Okay, because I hope y'all not over your homeboy house or no Airbnb or nothing like that. Next, let's just talk about freaking Frack very, very briefly. Listen, I see why Stacey and Chrysanthemum connected. They both have very playful personalities. They're both a little bit bossy. They both have big egos. They're both gorgeous. You know, y'all know how you know some women get cliquey, and they got cliquey. And it's gonna cause them to go home because they are worried about the wrong things when it comes to this show. First of all, they're worried about each other. They don't mind being called freaking Frack, but they should be like, oh damn, maybe we should just like try to make a connection with other people and not just each other. Yeah, that's the thing. And you know what, you guys, you have to be self-aware enough to know when you are making a bad impression. It's not even about turning men off or, you know, the men aren't liking you, so you want to change who you are. It's not about that. You're making a bad impression right now. Are you being rude? Are you there to fulfill a purpose and stuff like that? One thing I'm very thankful of is I'm very self-aware. So I know whenever I'm making a bad impression or I've said something that is a little bit off, and I know how to rebound. And I think that is a skill that a lot of people don't have that they need to learn. And I think Stacey and Chrysanthemum, even though I really like them, and I've liked them since the show started, because I think they have great personalities, is something that they need to learn to do. They need to be more self-aware so that they know when they are making these mistakes. When it comes to just pushing people away. Nephew Tommy finally brought his wife back to the show. Why did I have somebody go off on me in my comments last week? They're like, you're a comedian and you're jealous of Nephew Tommy, and you better watch what you say about people because you don't know who's watching your videos, and you roasting Nephew Tommy will end your career. Okay, well, baby, end it. End it now. What do I need to do?
Yeah, just kill it. Kill it
anyway,
off.
Anyway, Amber and Chris went on a date, baby. Amber's just ready to, Chris, can you just, go ahead and get Amber alone, baby, and, kiss her neck or whatever she's looking for, because really that's what she wants at the end of the day. I said, Chris needs to manifest some money.
Girl.
That's funny. Chris needs to manifest a coin, honey.
$1.
So you can pay these bills. Anyway, I wrote down, was that meditation? I think we missed the meditation part because he talked about some.
That was mediation.
I am worthy. Chris, be quiet. That ain't meditation, baby. Meditation, be quiet. You supposed to be quiet during meditation, okay? Y'all remember Pops?
Of course.
Shh. Be quiet during meditation. You don't yell. You don't whisper and repeat after me during meditation. Now, maybe if y'all was doing some mantras and stuff like that, fine, I guess. Anyway.
Didn't make no sense to me.
And then I said Amber looked really cute on the date, but I'm like, is she being authentic? She just agrees with whatever Chris says.
Thirsty.
I feel like she's kind of infatuated with him.
Dry.
What has Chris said or done that really just made you feel like he was the bomb diggity? I'll wait.
Yeah, he ain't said nothing. He ain't done nothing. Period.
Exactly. Anyway, y'all, the final notes that I have is Nephew Tommy and Nephew Tommy's Tickle Tavern room, or whatever the hell he called it. He talked about y'all were butter at the event. What the hell is butter?
Nobody knows, literally.
Nobody says that, Nephew Tommy. This is something that you made up. Y'all look like butter. Y'all were butter. What are you who wrote this for Nephew Tommy? Did my granddaddy write this?
He did.
Did my father write the script for Nephew Tommy? Because you sounding like my daddy don't even say no shit like that. Damn. Anyway, Stacey and Tressa got sent home. Stacey said, I felt cheated.
Girl, bye.
Stacey, what the hell are you talking about, baby? Nothing was cheated about this. You didn't make a good impression. You turned the men off by being too aggressive, by being too bossy, by being too sexual, by hanging out with Chrysanthemum instead of making connections. Nothing about this was rigged. Nothing about this was unfair to you. Honey, no, they didn't like you. What's unfair about somebody not liking you?
Right.
That's just like me, y'all coming to my page and not liking me, and me being like, this isn't fair. Not everybody's gonna like you, baby. But the good news is you're gorgeous, and you will pick it back up from this, because after this show is over, you will have lots of men, half of them are gonna be married, in your DMs.
Girl.
Anyway, because single men aren't sitting around watching the show. But anyway, Stacey took no accountability for her, needing to learn something from this process. She completely blamed it on all of us and the men and the producers, I'm pretty sure. She took no accountability and she didn't learn anything, and I think that might be her problem. Let's learn from the past or the present. It was not unfair to you, Stacey.
At all.
And then Tressa got sent home. I wrote down, poor thing. Tressa, here's the thing. People who are introverted or people who are not super outgoing get the short end of the stick on shows like this. I don't only think it was because Tressa was full-figured. I do think it was because she was full-figured. Number one, that was one of the main reasons the men didn't gravitate towards her. Even though we know that men like full-figured women. That is a fact. You guys find full-figured women attractive and sexy, and that is a fact. Whether you want to admit that to your homeboys or to your family, your mama, whoever, because it's what society wants you to believe about full-figured women is your business, okay? But confident men are into dating confident women, no matter their size, I think. And the other thing I'll say though is Tressa didn't have a sparkling personality. She's a comedian, but it's just like me. If you met me in a social setting, I'm not gonna be like in the room pop locking and dropping it. Like, I'm just more reserved when you meet me outside of a medium like this. If you met me, like, you know, you guys have probably seen me on Zooming with the homies and stuff like that, and I'm just not extremely like in your face, you know. And I think that just because you're a comedian doesn't mean that you are like that all the time, and Tressa's a really good example. But I do felt like she didn't make a connection with any of the guys because she's just kind of to herself and reserved, and she was waiting to be pursued, and none of them pursued her because they're shallow.
Period.
So yeah, that was my review. I cannot wait to see y'all's comments. As far as the men going home next, Diedrich is definitely going home.
I'm ready.
And possibly David. So I can't wait to see
ready
next
for him
week.
too.
Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on. I will be going live next week after Married at First Sight, whatever little reunion show they're gonna have or whatever. We're gonna drink and kiki anyway. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.